Guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, with pride and honor, let us all stand for the processional entry of the flags and the entrance of the graduating class of 2024. Specially invited guests, please turn to witness the entrance of the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem led by the PVC Orchestra, followed by the invocation by Father Massim Rumik, parish priest of the Blessed Sacrament Church, Grand Anse.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we gather here today to celebrate the achievements of the graduating class of the Presentation Brothers College. We give you thanks for the journey that has brought each student to this milestone, a journey filled with both challenges and triumphs. As we come together in this moment of reflection and celebration, we are reminded of the noble vision of this institution to be an outstanding Catholic learning environment where young men are molded in mind, spirit, and character to become leaders and exemplary members of society. Inspired by the school's motto, Virtus Scientia, we ask that you endow these graduates with both virtue and wisdom as they step forward into the future. Lord, we are grateful for the teachers, staff, and families who have supported these young men along their educational paths. May your grace continue to guide them as they nurture future generations. We recognize, O Lord, the vital role of the Presentation Brothers College in reminding us of the Catholic perspectives that illuminate our understanding of this world and our purpose within it. In a time when many voices and ideologies compete for the hearts and minds of our youth, we pray that this institution will always stand as a beacon of truth, grounding students in the timeless teachings of our Catholic faith. Through the integration of faith and reason, may they learn to see your hand at work in all of creation, discerning your will and finding meaning in every experience. As these graduates embark on new endeavors, grant them the courage to pursue excellence in all things, the integrity to act justly, and the compassion to serve others selflessly. May their lives reflect the values of faith, hope, and charity, and may they always seek to be instruments of your peace and ambassadors of your love in the world. We entrust these young men to your loving care, confident that your guiding hand will lead them to fulfill the purpose for which they were created. May this ceremony be a testament to your glory and a celebration of the potential you have placed within each of them. Bless this gathering, Father, and may it be for all of us a reminder of your everlasting presence in our life. We ask this through Christ, our Lord.
Thank you, Father Marcin. Graduates, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martinique, Senator the Honorable Jonathan Lacrette, Minister of Youth and Sport, Mr. Howard Pinnock, Senior Crown Counsel, and Mrs. Pinnock, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of the St. George in Grenada, the Honorable Emmeline Pierre, Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Southeast, and Superintendent Pierre, Ms. Neela Etienne, Press Secretary and past teacher, permanent secretaries and government officials of various ministries, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, Chief Education Officer and past principal, and Mrs. Jeremiah, Mrs. Natasha Thomas, District 6 Education Officer, and members of the District 6 team at the Ministry of Education, Mr. Terry Pierre, Acting Principal, and Mrs. Pierre, Mr. Jason Williams, PBC alumnus and our feature speaker, Brother Barry Noel, Presentation Brothers Novitiate, Dublin, Ireland, and the Congregation of the Presentation Brothers in Ireland. Brother Dennis Clevaz, local congregational leader of the Presentation Brothers in Grenada. Mr. Floyd Dowden, chairman of the Board of Management, members of the School Board of Management, Mr. Colin Dow, PBC alumnus, Associate Dean of Admissions at St. George's University School of Medicine, Father Marcin Rumik, parish priest of the Blessed Sacrament Church, Grandin, St. George's, Sisters of the St. Joseph of Cluny, members of the clergy, Mr. Adrian Francis, PBC alumnus and chairman of the PBC 75th Anniversary Committee, Mr. Daniel Dubisset, president of the PBC alumni in Grenada, PBC alumni in Canada and United States, Mr. O'Neill Dominic, president of the PTA, Mr. Kevin Andal, member, experience manager at Nexa Credit Union, Mr. Dwayne Noel, PBC alumnus and sponsor of the William J. Steele Award, Mr. Alistair Joseph, PBC alumnus and sponsor of the Brother Leonard Dennehy Award, Mrs. Maria Charles Viveg, General Secretary of the Catholic Central Board of Management and sponsor of the Ron Charles Award, Ms. Judy Lewis, past parent and sponsor of the Davidson Joseph Award, Dr. Siobhan Hemley Forsyth, sponsor of the Dr. Hemley Forsyth Award in Public Health, principals of secondary schools, members of the PTA executive, distinguished members of staff, the graduation committee, parents and guardians of the 2024 graduating class, the graduating class of 2024, students of Presentation Brothers College, members of the media, our virtual viewing audience in Grenada and in the diaspora, a pleasant morning to you all. Graduation is a significant milestone, marking the moment when our students are bestowed an academic degree by their school. It symbolizes a transition from one stage of life to another, filled with joy, pride, and reflection. Today, we celebrate the sacrifices made, hardships felt, and obstacles overcome. We honor the efforts of parents and the teachings of our dedicated educators. As graduates prepare to bid temporary goodbye to their classmates, friends, and alma mater, let us welcome everyone to our graduation ceremony and awards 2024. We extend our warmest welcome and heartfelt gratitude to all present as we celebrate the achievements of our graduates under the theme, embracing a relevant and holistic PBC education to ensure Vision 75 is achieved.
This year, 75 students will leave the walls of Presentation Brothers College. This graduating class was named after two outstanding students, Tariq Raybon and Christian Chow Chow, for their excellent performances in CSEC and their demonstration of love for the school. Before we continue, to maintain the solemnity of this occasion, we kindly request that you please set your mobile devices to silent mode or turn them off during the ceremony. The restrooms are located at the back of the hall. Please refrain from opening the emergency exit doors and show courtesy by not leaving your seats to take photographs. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Kareem Salhab.
And I am Marvin Phillip, and we are your hosts for this morning's ceremony. To formally welcome all of us, may we call on Yeshua Douglas, Salutatorian, to do the welcome on behalf of the graduating class.
the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, sorry, the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, our distinguished members of Parliament, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, other members of the clergy, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah and Mrs. Jeremiah, other ministry officials, Mr. Terry Pear and Mrs. Pear, Mr. Jason Williams, presentation brothers, other specially invited guests, pleasant good morning. Five years. We've spent 5 years of struggles, fun, and drama at this honorable institution, the Presentation Brothers College. Today is the day that most of us have either been dreading or looking forward to for the last 5 years of our lives. Today is the day we enter a new chapter in our lives. Today is the day we leave the comfort of our familiar school, which now feels like home, and the comfort of our familiar teachers who now feel like family. Today is the day of our graduation. If our family was a boat, it would be a canoe that makes no progress unless everyone paddles. This was a quote written by Letty Cotton Pogrobin, and I think it greatly encapsulates the essence of this class. In the beginning, progress in our academics and behavior was a struggle. But as we matured and gained pride in our school, more of us decided to paddle to assist in the evolution of this class. This brings us to today, a well-versed, hard-working, dedicated, and disciplined class with many talented individuals. This growth over the last 5 years would not have been possible without the assistance of the whole Presentation family. This includes the parents, teachers, guardians, and other supporters of the Presentation Brothers College. Your faith in us and strong support was not and will not go in vain. Therefore, we extend our heartfelt welcome to you, and we are indeed honored to have you celebrate this special moment with us. To those who are unable to make it today in person, but still wanted to be there online for us in this pivotal moment of our lives, we welcome you also. Our journey at this institution may be complete, but the job's not finished. It's never finished. We will continue to work hard and make you proud in whatever field we pursue in the future. Once again, we welcome you to the graduation and awards ceremony of the class of 2024. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Douglas. The education and leadership journey of Mr. Terry Pear spans decades. Beginning at Bel Air Government School in St. Andrew, his secondary education occurred at the Grenada Seventh-day Adventist Comprehensive Secondary School at Mount Rose, St. Patrick, from 1986 to 1991, followed by the T.A. Marisho Community College at Tantine St. George from 1991 to 1993. Drawn to education, to the educational arena after TAMCC, Mr. Pear taught physics and mathematics at his alma mater, the Grenada Seventh-day Adventist Comprehensive Secondary School, from 1993 to 1994. Driven by the philosophy that education should be continuous and lead to a fulfilling career, Mr. Pear attended the University of Guyana from 1995 to 1999, where he earned a Bachelor's of Science degree with honors in agriculture. This multifaceted subject allowed him to blend passion and purpose. Upon returning to Grenada, Mr. Pear expanded his influence through community involvement. He served as the president of Brudge Grove Credit Union, was a member of the board of the Grenada Cooperative Credit Union League, and also served as secretary of the supervisory committee of the league. Additionally, Mr. Pear worked as the administrator of the Grenada Banana Industry Trust from 1999 to 2002. During this time, he was instrumental in forming the Fair Trade Banana Group, giving back to the farming community. He also engaged in self-employed farming from 2002 to 2003. In 2003, Mr. Pear joined the staff of the Presentation Brothers College as a teacher of biology, agricultural science, and mathematics. He later became the head of department for science and mathematics. In 2019, he was appointed vice principal of PBC, and in 2023, he ascended to the position of acting principal to this prestigious institution, the Presentation Brothers College. A calm, caring educator and gentleman of faith, strength, industry, and strong family values, Mr. Pear holds a firm conviction that the challenging circumstances of students should never determine their destiny. He believes that determination drives students towards their destination. It is now my honor and pleasure to invite and welcome our acting principal, Mr. Terry Pear, to make some remarks.
The Honorable Lytton Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, other distinguished members of Parliament, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, Bishop of Catholic Diocese of St. George's in Grenada, other members of the clergy, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, Chief Education Officer and past principal, and Mrs. Jeremiah, Mrs. Natasha Thomas, District 6 Education Officer and member of the District 6 team, Mr. Jason Williams, PBC alumnus and our feature speaker, Mr. Floyd Dowden, Chairman of the Board and Management, and Mrs. Dowden, members of the school board, members of the clergy, PBC alumni, Mr. O'Neill Dominic, President of the PTA, other members of the PTA executive, specially invited guests, our generous sponsors of awards, principals of secondary and primary schools, distinguished members of staff, parents, and guardians of the graduating class of 2024, the graduating class of 2024, PBC students, members of the media, our virtual viewing past students and audience in Grenada and the diaspora, pleasant good morning. It is with immense joy and pride that I stand before you today on this momentous occasion to celebrate the achievements and growth of our graduating class 2024. Graduation is an excellent time to reflect as a school community on where we are and how we prepare to embrace Vision 75. Graduates, I want you to take a moment to reflect on the incredible journey that you had brought you to this point. You entered the school in 2019 with big dreams and eagerness, ready to embrace the challenges, opportunities that awaited you. Little did you know that the world would change in ways that no one could have imagined. The global pandemic tested your resilience, adaptability, and determination. Yet you adapt to the modes of learning, found innovative ways to stay connected, and supported one another through the difficult time. Your ability to navigate these challenges is a testament to your strength and character. Our theme for today's ceremony is charged with the relevant and holistic PBC education to embrace Vision 75. This theme is not just a reflection of our educational journey, but also a guiding principle for your future. Our school has always strived to provide an education that is both relevant and holistic, grounded in values of the Catholic faith and pursuit of excellence. Throughout your time here, you have been encouraged to grow not only intellectually, but also spiritually, morally, and socially. You have been taught to seek knowledge and truth, to cultivate passion and empathy, and to commit to service to others. This holistic approach to education has prepared you to face the complexities of the world with wisdom and grace. Throughout this academic year, we have navigated through the transition of our school leadership. Collectively, we embrace this challenge and continue to achieve many successes as a school. Here are some of our proudest moments. We had great successes during the last year with our CSEC results. Our school attaining an overall pass of 94%, with 24 subjects achieving a pass of 90% and above, of which 14 of those subjects achieve 100% pass rate. All students are expected to write both maths and English. It's compulsory at PBC. And those subjects achieve 95.9% and 78.09% respectively. Our top performance came from Stefan Neptune, Joshua Noel, and Aiden Pifford. This result was one of the best we had in many years. Continue our successes. Our scout troop continues to be the largest active one on island. This year, we embarked on the initiative to teach each scout to swim. On Friday, June 21st, 2024, our annual investiture ceremony was held, with several boys officially joining the Worldwide Brotherhood of Scouts. Our chess club has been attracting many boys. This year, we participated in the inaugural National Chess Tournament. Past student Renel Gilbert placed first in the open category, with one of our teachers, Mr. Mendez, placing second. Jeremy Harry won the under 16 category and was unbeaten. Grenada team, and he was part of the Grenada team that came up against St. Vincent in March 2024. Our Interact Club has also been gaining traction. This year, 2 interactors will be going to Trinidad for Model UN. They are Jesse Logie and Javid Brizan. In the area of sports, Aravinda Bishop and Rakim Charles were both recruited by the Grenada under 15 male cricket team, with Aravinda Bishop captaining the squad. Joshua Klein represented Grenada in boxing tournament in Armenia. His achievement in sport resulted in him receiving an honorary mention at the National Sports Award. Our annual sports meet was a great success, with Dominican House, after trying many years, finally winning sports. We would like to thank all those who contributed to our sports meet, including our parents, our sponsors, with our main sponsor for both our sports and intercall being Nexa Credit Union. We are extremely proud of our intercall team, who placed fourth in intercall 24. So we are looking forward for 2025 because we are expecting much better performances, and we are looking forward to even placing higher among the bigger schools. This year, 5 of our current students were selected for carriacou. Adriel Mitchell, Kanek Nixon, Stephen Strand, Dylan McKenzie, and Joshua Telesford. Jesse Logie participated in the Youth Leadership Ambassador Program, which saw him travel to the US. Our choir continues to represent the school and country well. They are recognized on International Men's Day and receive a regional award. This year, our debate team made it to the semifinals, and they must be commended. Calvin Possard also placed second in the British High Commission essay writing competition. As a school, we also participated in Grenada Festival of Arts. Aldrin Map won the monologue category. Aiden Victor won the violin solo category. Kaniel Harper and Jared Dominic won the trumpet and the snare drum solo categories, respectively. Oshev Philip Hood is in the final of the Youth Groovy competition, and we are asking all our PBC community to support him this Sunday at 5 p.m. on the netball court. Let us go out and support him. We also like to specially recognize Mr. Bido, one of our teachers here, who was named Island Scholar in the area of natural science in his CAPE exam, Mr. Dean Bido. As we step into the next chapter of our lives, do so, young men, equipped with the tools and values needed to make a difference. Vision 75, Vision 75 envision a future where we all contribute to building a more sustainable Grenada. It calls for us to be visionary leaders, to think beyond the present, and to work towards a future that upholds the dignity and worth of every individual. Class of 24, we look forward to seeing you and what you will become beyond PBC. I urge you to embrace this vision wholeheartedly. Continue to be courageous. Seek new knowledge. Remain grounded in your faith and values. Be courageous in the face of challenges and never lose sight of the importance of serving others. Remember, the education you have received here is not just for your personal achievement, but for the betterment of society. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Your journey from this point forward will be filled with new experiences, opportunities, and yes, challenges. But I have no doubt that each one of you is capable of achieving great things. You are the embodiment of our hopes and dreams for a better future. You have charged by your education here, and now it is your turn to go out and change the world. As we celebrate your achievements today, let us also remember to give thanks. First, we like to thank the Almighty God for carrying us through this year. Like I say, thanks to the parents and families for the support and encouragement. Thanks to the PTA executive for the continuous support throughout the year. Must mention the Christmas dinner that you planned so well and was well delivered. To the board, to the school board, I would like to say thanks to having the faith in me and giving me the opportunity to serve. Thanks to the staff and the dedication and commitment to nurturing these young minds. I'd like to say thanks to Mr. Harper for his tireless work with the school orchestra, Mr. Harlem Brizan, and Miss Olympia Lewis. Thank you for your dedicated service to our school choir. I would like the entire teaching staff and ancillary staff to stand and take a bow. You are the ones who make PBC the great institution it is. Could the staff please stand? Thank you for your exceptional commitment to PBC family. Thank you very much. That's it. I would also like to say thanks to my family, my wife, and my children. I must say they were very instrumental in me accepting the role and helping me thus far. I would like to recognize the persons who left us during the year and those who will not be returning at the end of this school year. Leaving us will be Miss Francis, Mr. Bido, Mr. Antoine, Mr. Clouden, and Mr. Lewis. Those persons will really miss. Those persons left during the year are Mrs. Commodore, Mrs. Lendo, Mr. Felix, and our principal, Mr. Jeremiah. I would like to thank all of those persons for the contribution made to Presentation Brothers College. They all played a part in improving the life in the PBC family. At this moment, I would like to honor those persons who had given over 15 years of their life to Presentation Brothers College. So I would like to call on stage to join me, Mr. Felix, Mrs. Lendo, and Mr. Jeremiah. And while they're coming up, I would just like to congratulate class of 2024. May God bless you and guide you in all your future endeavors. Embrace the vision and let your light shine brightly for the whole world to see. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the graduation.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pierre. This morning's activity promises to be an exciting one. To get it started, we invite the school's choir, accompanied by Mr. Kunta Andal, to thrill us with a song.
There are times when you might feel aimless. You can't see the places where you belong.
But you will find us. There is a purpose. It's been there within you all along.
And when you're near it, you can almost hear it.
Like a symphony, just keep listening. Don't just start. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us. Oh, it's glorious. To let it ring out as you discover who you are. Others around you will start to wake up to the sounds that are in
what we all created.
It's like a symphony. Just keep listening. And listen your stars. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. In each one of us. Oh, it's glorious, 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 glorious. As you feel and not feel, you will see. It's like a symphony. Just keep listening, and pretty soon you'll start to figure out your part. Everyone plays a piece, and there are melodies. Each one of us, oh, is glorious.
Let us put our hands together again for the Presentation Brothers College Choir and the beautiful rendition. To the podium, I invite Daniel Austin, head boy, to introduce our guest speaker.
The Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, our distinguished members of Parliament, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, other members of the clergy, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah and Mrs. Jeremiah, other ministry officials, Mr. Jason Williams, Mr. Terry Pear and Mrs. Pear, Presentation Brothers, other specially invited guests, pleasant good morning all. I am pleased to introduce our guest speaker for today's ceremony. He is a proud alumnus of the Presentation Brothers College from the graduating class of 2004. He is also a past teacher of the Presentation Brothers College. He hails from the community of Grenville Street, St. George's. He has demonstrated great ambition and a deep desire to pursue higher education. He commenced that journey by pursuing an associate's degree in natural science at the T.A. Marisho Community College. Not only did he succeed in this endeavor, but he advertised the competitive and ambitious nature of PBC alumnus when he was awarded the top graduating student in the natural science program. He also possesses an MBA, a Master of Business Administration for International Business. To date, he has obtained certification and training in diverse fields. He continued his academic journey at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus in the field of civil engineering, and being an active student, he served one term as the president of the Grenada Students Association. His accolades include time spent as a coastal zone manager, a practitioner of stadium maintenance technology, disaster risk management, and applied project cycle management, to name a few. Presently, this gentleman is a practicing engineer with over 10 years of experience, having worked in both the private and the public sectors. In the public sector, he served as a project engineer overseeing the construction of multiple projects, including schools, roads, water treatment plants, and irrigation systems. He currently serves as the general manager of the Housing Authority of Grenada, whose mandate is providing affordable housing for citizens of the Tri-Island state. Additionally, he is the vice president of the Grenada Institute of Professional Engineering, otherwise known as the GIPE. Apart from his engineering background, he is also an accredited director. A true PBC boy, he is a well-rounded person. At one time, he was a passionate musician and panist. In his spare time, he enjoys being an avid reader, an amateur historian, a connoisseur of everything sports, and a family man. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud and honored to present our guest speaker, Mr. Jason Williams.
Thank you. Thanks. The Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, our distinguished members of Parliament, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, other members of the clergy, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah and Mrs. Jeremiah, other ministry officials, Mr. Terry Pierre and Mrs. Pierre, presentation brothers, other special invited guests, pleasant good morning. Not in a million years would have I imagined being given the honor to address the graduating class of my alma mater. This is a full circle moment, having been in the same position as you, the graduates, exactly 20 years ago. My intention for this morning's address is to treat it similar to how I would have delivered content in a classroom as a past teacher, that is straight to the point with a couple puns and cliché. And my ultimate goal is to capture the theme, embracing a relevant and holistic PBC education to ensure Vision 75 is achieved. As mentioned by previous speakers, today marks the official end of your journey at the Presentation Brothers College. I sense there is a mixed bag of feelings around the room. For the graduates, I know some of you couldn't wait for this day, and others, it takes a little longer for that to kick in. For the visitors amongst us today, our motto, Virtus et Scientia, translates to virtue and knowledge. In addition to the hours of instructions delivered to you, you are fortunate to receive a well-rounded Catholic education, one that exposes you not only to the classic curriculum, but a now diverse curriculum with a wide array of extracurricular activities and opportunities. You have not only excelled in academics, but in other areas such as sports and the arts. The dedication of the teachers and staff and your parents in delivering this education and experiences should never be downplayed. You see, a lot of students will do anything to be in the position that you're in today. That is receiving a secondary school diploma from an institution that goes above and beyond to ensure that no one is left behind and that your growth is not limited to brains and bronze, but the development of the entire person. The acts of charity you perform, the good sportsmanship displayed, the empathy you develop over time, and a growing consciousness are all a part of the PBC way. These traits and development of oneself are needed to ensure that you play your part in ensuring that Vision 75 is ultimately achieved. This vision, adopted for the National Sustainable Development Plan, places added emphasis on 5 main pillars of development. These being the energy, agriculture, health, education, and the environment. In 25 years, at Grenada's 75th anniversary, your average age will be 41 of the graduating class. It means that this graduating class will be at the forefront and manning the ship called Grenada. Hence, particular attention must be placed on the key pillars highlighted. The education and good practices you receive and develop at the college are foundational and serve as a base for your future development. Careful consideration must be given in choosing a career. Don't choose a career for money, but choose one that you enjoy or find contentment in helping others. With this in mind, you'll need to navigate away from the traditional career fields that are drilled into our heads, not necessarily by your teachers or your guardians or your parents, but by society. I'm talking about the traditional careers such as medicine, law, etc. We need to see you actively, this graduating class, actively explore and take on non-traditional careers centered around STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, ICT, and most importantly, agriculture. In making the push to diversify our energy sector and utilizing more renewable energy sources such as wind, geothermal, solar, tidal, etc., our country needs specialists such as specialized welders, wind turbine technicians, renewable energy plant operators, hydro engineers, etc. Agriculture was once viewed as a background of the backbone of our economy. The way our forefathers viewed agriculture and the way they went about exploiting the soil needs to be changed. Farmers and fisher folks are critical for our daily survival. However, the use of technology in agriculture must become commonplace. Hence, I'm talking to you, we need brilliant software developers, innovators, entrepreneurs, and technologists to embrace the agricultural sector and take us to the next level. That is, a small island, developing state that can boast of food security and a robust agro-processing and fishing industry. As with the agriculture and energy sectors, you will be the ones at the forefront of the change in the healthcare system and the paradigm shift our society should and will experience as a result of Vision 75. So you're sitting saying, I'm only 16 or 17. This isn't important to me right now. And I understand where you're coming from. You see, I was 116 and still figuring out what I wanted to do with my life when I became an adult. Whereas some of my classmates may have had a clue and knew how to get there. I know the college would have done immense work in exposing you to various career fields during your annual career week. However, I task you with sitting down and honestly evaluating your career goals with either your parent, guardian, teacher, or your guidance counselor. Develop an action plan that takes you from where you are now to where you want to be in the future. But most importantly, be realistic. Make allowance for failures. Have alternative pathways. And most importantly, have a plan that can work. Now, having a plan and seeing a vision is one thing. However, your attitude towards achieving your goals must be in line. In this day and age, your PVC education is giving you an added benefit in not only the quality of instruction, but the other traits that you learn as you go along, went along. I propose the following action points to assist you in navigating the troubled waters once you leave Old Fort. You must be focused, agile, open to criticism, exude humility, but be confident, and finally, work smart. We can draw multiple similarities when comparing your era to those of others, including myself. However, what we can all agree on is that despite the greater opportunities that you have at your disposal, you also have far more distractions. Hence, you must remain focused and keep your eye on the goals and sometimes the ever so often changing or shifting goalposts. However, you must not be so focused that you develop tunnel vision and are oblivious to actions and changes occurring around you. You must become agile and quick to adapt to changes in and around you. The world as you know it changes rapidly from today. It will come at you fast. As a good scout, be prepared. Avoid becoming one-dimensional. Embrace the arts to learn to play a musical instrument, paint, and most importantly, learn a trade. Sitting among you, graduates, you look to your left and right, will inevitably be the nation's teachers, doctors, lawyers, engineers, architects, bankers, businessmen, politicians, and also, and fingers crossed, some of the aforementioned careers that I mentioned earlier on. However, to realize Vision 75, we need to go much further and deeper. We acquire, as I mentioned, additional technologists and tradesmen in various fields, as mentioned before. For example, with the push towards the use of renewable technology, we've seen a rise in the number of EVs, or electric vehicles and hybrids, on the roads of our nation and other CARICOM member states. However, there's a big gap in persons on island who can repair and maintain these vehicles. Hence, it is imperative that you look beyond the traditional career field and explore. As we move on in life, how you handle criticism is crucial. As human beings, naturally, we love praise but hate criticism. It often feels like a personal attack, no matter how well-intentioned it may be. Albert Hubbard stated, "The final proof of greatness lies in being able to endure criticism without resentment. We are all not great, nor will we reach a certain level of greatness. However, we lose nothing by analyzing and capitalizing on the criticisms that we receive. Humility also takes you a long way. You must be humble and empathetic. However, you shouldn't dim your light. Exude confidence, but be careful that you don't become arrogant, because there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance. Remember to not only work hard, but also smart. I'm certain that this is a concept that you, the Gen Z, know and wouldn't have any difficulty in practicing or applying. However, I'll take one step further. In this day and age, we're all about self-glory. But how fulfilling is it, and how does it benefit our society as a whole? There's an old African proverb that states, if you go fast, go alone. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. I implore you to also adopt this if you haven't already. Be your brother's keeper and ensure that each one of you stays on course. For if one of us fails, the whole system fails. This doesn't mean turning a blind eye away from when your fellow brother practices or displays traits that are not indicative of the PBC way. While at school, I fell in love with a poem called If. This was written by Rudyard Kipling, an English novelist and short story writer. One of his most famous works was a children's novel known as The Jungle Book. Whenever I feel challenged, criticized, or enjoy some form of success, I always turn to this poem. It succinctly teaches one how to deal with criticism, dreams, aspirations, success, and failure. All important themes on your way to ensuring Vision 75 is made a reality, and you have a major role in all aspects of society when the time comes. Permit me to recite to you. I am biased and believe that only reciting one stanza or part of the poem, you wouldn't get the full gist of the meaning of the poem. I think I'll get time extra. It reads as follows. If you can keep your head when all about you, or losing theirs and blame it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for the doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied but don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by nails to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with wooden tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it 1 ton of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose a common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men conquered you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiven minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Rudyard Kipling. In conclusion, appreciate and embrace the education you receive at this noble institution, and never hesitate to give back. You are Grenada's future, and with the foundation the college gave to you, your future is undoubtedly bright. Congratulations to the 2024 graduating class of the Presentation Brothers College. I wish you continued success in the future, and I truly believe that our future will be in the right hands. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Williams, for such inspiring words. I can attest that Mr. Williams was indeed a great classmate, colleague, and teacher at the Presentation Brothers College. We truly appreciate your presence here today. Everyone knows that music is an important facet at our school. It is only fitting that we invite the PBC Orchestra for a musical performance.
I honestly think our orchestra deserves another round of applause. And the words of the song, it says, every word of worship in one accord. And I want to remind the graduates as you go forward, ensure that your actions, that you are united in your actions, in your deeds going forward, focusing on the purpose of stamping your footprint in life's journey in a positive way. So you're reminded that in everything that you do going forward, we pray that it is in one accord to be a positive member of society, a positive male figure going forward. Our next speaker is also a Presentation Brothers College alumnus, as well as a past teacher. Presently, he is a parent of a graduate here today. After his sojourn at the college, he traveled to Barbados, where he obtained a Bachelor of Law degree, LLB, at the University of West Indies in 2000, and went on to complete the Hugh Wooding Law School's Legal Education Certificate in 2002. He immediately distinguished himself as a formidable lawyer representing many individuals and business entities. His collective experiences as a teacher, mentor, lawyer, and youth advocate shaped his commitment to Grenada and motivated his decision to enter the political arena. On June 23, 2023, only 8 months into his political career, he led his party to victory. He was sworn in on June 24, 2023, 3, as Grenada's 9th Prime Minister, 22, I apologize. As Grenada's 9th Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for St. David. As Prime Minister, he is working with his cabinet of ministers to move Grenada forward, building the foundation for an equitable society that takes pride in its culture, heritage, and identity. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada and Minister for National Security, Home Affairs, Public Administration, Information, Disaster Management, Infrastructure, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation, and Transportation, to the podium.
Good morning. Good morning. Somebody's awake. Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, other members of the clergy, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah and Mrs. Jeremiah, past principal and now chief education officer, Mr. Terry Pear and Mrs. Spear, Mr. Jason Williams, other members of parliament who are here, other senior government officials, specially invited guests, gentlemen of the graduating class of 2024. It is indeed a great honor to be given the opportunity to say a few remarks to the gentlemen. Like Mr. Williams, some time ago, to my great shock, I was invited, I think then by Mr. Jeremiah, to also address a graduating class of Presentation College, I believe in this very said hall. It never occurred to me when I was in Presentation College that I would ever be invited back to speak to a graduating class. Mr. William Steele, deceased, who taught me physics in Presentation College, we did not have a good time when I was a student. But we became very close when I came back to teach. I wouldn't tell you the things we used to do in the staff room, but it allowed me then to have a far greater appreciation for my teachers than I did when I was a student. Maybe partly because I now had to deal with the challenge of being a teacher myself, coming straight back from TAMCC. And so even though I taught for 2 years and I left, it never dawned on me that any principal of Presentation College would think that I was worthy enough to come back to say anything to a graduating class. And when I got here, although I had a speech, I didn't use the speech, and I spoke freely. I don't remember what I said. But Mr. Steele, who was still then alive, and may his soul rest in peace, came up to me and once again, perhaps seeing how frightened and dreaded I looked that I had said inappropriate things, told me, and it's perhaps one of the greatest compliments I've ever had, that it was the best graduating speech he had ever heard in his life. I did say to him, I don't recall what I said, so perhaps it was some other spirit speaking to me at the time. So unfortunately, I can't repeat what I said then because I don't remember what I said. I'm requested to do the charge to you. So the question is, what should I charge you with? And more importantly, what will you plead guilty to? I sense there are a lot of guilty. I sense there are a lot of guilty people sitting in the class. So if I charge you with laziness, not wanting to wash your own dishes, not wanting to make your own bed, and if you didn't have the benefit of parents who insisted that you go to school, would your answer be guilty or not guilty? Well, the men and women of the jury are invited and they will say whether you're guilty or not guilty. If I charge you with mediocrity, submitting your assignments on SBA way after the deadline or pretending you didn't know that there was a deadline, it seems that the verdict is the same. If I charge you with not really wanting to come to the graduation ceremony and hating the 2-week-long practice sessions that you've had, is that guilty or not guilty? Not guilty. All right, good. So it means you appreciate the significance of this morning's ceremony because it's marking the beginning, not the end, of the need for you to start investing in yourself. Your parents, your teachers, your extended family, the villages and communities where you live, grow and play in, and Grenada as a whole have spent the last 16 or 17 years investing in you. And many of you have 12 more months or a little more than that before legally you're treated as a fully autonomous person capable of making all of the decisions that an adult can make. You can get married and you can do all the things that married people can do. You can vote. And you can get elected to parliament. You can drive. Yes, that sounds exciting, driving. And legally, you will be held accountable for your actions. And so to ensure that if you're ever asked to be held accountable for your actions, that those actions are actions that you'll be proud of, it's important for you to invest in you. Invest in learning, not just education, but invest in lifelong learning. Invest in learning about yourself. Why you hate what you hate. Why you like what you like. Why someone is able to upset you when you don't want to be upset. Why you may dislike a sibling or your parents may still annoy you. Invest in how to cope, in how to play, in how to cooperate. And invest in how to make money, in how to create wealth, in how to enjoy wealth, and in how to share wealth. And that means continuing to uphold the value system that the presentation family has imparted on you. The value system of hard work, the value system of empathy, the value system of listening, the value system of asking questions if you're not clear or if you're unsure, the value system of sharing, the value system of cooperation, the value system of working together. There has never been a graduation when there is one graduate. And you'll never live in a society where it's just you alone. And so, 25 years from now, if I'm still around, as Mr. Williams said, I look forward to being invited to a graduation ceremony where one of you is speaking to the graduating class from Presentation College, where one of you are going to be setting the tone and the theme and the vision for Grenada at 100. I wish you all the best in becoming an adult, in enjoying adulthood, and in sharing and showing Grenada that there's a reason why you are a Presentation College graduate. Thank you very much, and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Prime Minister, for your words of encouragement and motivation to the graduates. As your years at Presentation Brothers College come to an end, a certificate upon graduation is a tangible evidence of your achievement. To do the honors of the presentation of certificates, we invite Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, Chief Education Officer of the Ministry of Education. Back row, please stand. Shaquan Lewis. Emmanuel Juba. Dylan McKenzie. Jelani Barnes. Joshua Pear. Demario Let Boris. Tyrell Stevenson. Jemani Charles. Asa Sen Bernard. Jermaine Donald. Aiden Frederick. Noah Cummins. Dashawn Ross. Christian Brown Mitchell. Giovanni Hilaire. Joshua Charles. Joshua Lewis. Kevin Glood. Tariq Jacob Ford.
Ray Griffith. Kenlon Charles. Shem Henry. Shaquan Lewis. Azim Langdon. Joshua Evelyn. Neon Stanislaus. Joshua Klein. Jaden Telesford. Omari Alexis. Jaden Richards. Zondel Tika. Tariq Noel. Amaru Abedin Lessie. Curtis Samuel. Keniel Hopkin. Javid Brazan. Jose Sylvester. Dwight Gibbs. Zakar Coffey. Caden McQueen. Akel Frederick. Cordell Ross.
Omari Hamilton. Kenai McKenzie. Dylan McKenzie. Sean Gray. Kyle McSween. Kadeb Charles. Zachary Mitchell. Aviel Charles. Augustine Lewis. Tariq Blackett. Elon Paul. Eden McIntosh. Keon John. John Stephen. Kendi Walker. Shaquan Street. Nigel Richards. Cadell Grizzly. Rickson Jilks. Joshua Patrick. Caden George. Kanye Campbell. Caden Mitchell. Mahesh Singh. Jesse Logie. Daniel Austin. Micah Pinnock, honors. Yeshua Douglas, honors. Joshua Doe. Aidan Bertrand. Josiah Lane. Alex Maloney. Trahern Ogilvy. Cleavon Coy. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeremiah. Graduates. Follow the instructions. All right. So graduates, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2024 graduates of Presentation Brothers College. Turn. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated. It is often said that the quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of the chosen field of endeavor. Every year, students are awarded for their academic excellence. Awards of merit are given to students with final grades ranging from 70% to 84%, and awards of excellence for final grades ranging from 85% to 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize the students who exhibit great excellence. I invite Mr. Damian Castle, representative from the Ministry of Sports, to present the first half of these awards. The following names, please line up in the aisle. Omari Alexis, Aidan Bertrand, Kanye Campbell, Cleavon Coy, Noah Cummins, Yeshua Douglas, Joshua Evelyn, Aidan Frederick, Omari Hamilton, Demario Let Burris, Augustin Lewis, Joshua Lewis, Jesse Logie, Caden McQueen, Kyle McSween, Trahern Ogilvy, Joshua Patrick, Mahesh Singh, Asa St. Bernard, Neon Stanislaus, Terrell Stevenson, and Jose Sylvester. 2 additional names, Jaden Tellisford and Kendi Walker. Omari Alexis, Awards of Excellence in Chemistry, French, Information Technology, Mathematics, and Music, Merit in Additional Mathematics, Geography, Physics, and Principles of Business. Aidan Bertrand, Award of Excellence in Physical Education and Merit in Agricultural Science. Kanye Campbell, Awards of Excellence in Office Administration and Social Studies, Merit in French, Geography, and Integrated Science. Joshua Charles, Award of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Merit in Biology, Building and Furniture Technology, and Mathematics. Clevon Coy, Award of Excellence in Social Studies, Merit in Human and Social Biology. Noah Cummins, Awards of Merit in Geography, History, Physical Education, Principles of Business, and Spanish. Yeshua Douglas, Awards of Excellence in Chemistry, Food, Nutrition and Health, Information Technology, Mathematics, Principles of Business, Merit in Electrical and Electronic Technology, Physics, Spanish, and Technical Drawing. Joshua Evelyn, Awards of Excellence in Agricultural Science and Physical Education, Merit in French, Geography, and Integrated Science. Aidan Frederick, Awards of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Physical Education, Merit in Economics, History, Mathematics, and Physics. Cadell Grizzly, Awards of Excellence in Agricultural Science and History, Merit in Electrical and Electronic Technology, English Language, English Literature, Geography, Human and Social Biology, Information Technology, Mathematics, Principles of Business, and Social Studies. Sean Gray, Award of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Merit in Electronic Documentation Preparation and Management, and Physical Education. Omari Hamilton, Award of Merit in Agricultural Science. Tariq Jacob Ford, Award of Excellence in Building and Furniture Technology, Merit in Food, Nutrition and Health, Geography, and Information Technology. Demario Letburris, Award of Excellence in Physical Education, and Merit in Agricultural Science and Technical Drawing. Joshua Lewis, an Award of Merit in Agricultural Science. Jesse Logie, Awards of Excellence in Biology, Building and Furniture Technology, Electrical and Electronic Technology, History, Music, Physics, Technical Drawing, Merit in Additional Mathematics, Chemistry, English Language, Geography, Mathematics, and Spanish. Dylan Mackenzie, Awards of Merit in English Literature and History. Kyle McSween, Awards of Merit in Geography and Office Administration. Trahon Ogilvy, an Award of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Merit in Electronic Document Preparation and Management, Electronic and Electrical Technology, French, Human and Social Biology, Principles of Business, and Spanish. Although this student did not migrated to the United States, he is recognized for his Awards of Excellence. Vincent Onyedo, Awards of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Biology, Electronic Documentation, Preparation and Management, Mathematics and Physics. Merit in Electronic and Electrical Technology, English Literature, Geography, and Spanish. Jaden Richards, Awards of Excellence in Economics, Principles of Business, Merit in Information Technology. Caden McSween, an Award of Merit in Physical Education. Nigel Richards, an Award of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Merit in Integrated Science and Technical Drawing. I'm going to call the following names so you can line up in the appropriate order. The following names line up in this order: Mahesh Singh, Neon Stanislaus, Asa St. Bernard, John Stephen, Terrell Stevenson, Jose Sylvester, Zondel Tika, Jaden Telesford, and Kendi Walker. Mahesh Singh. Mahesh Singh, an Awards of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Building and Furniture Technology, History, and Social Studies. Merit in English Literature, Geography, and Spanish. Neon Stanislaus, Awards of Excellence in Agricultural Science, Information Technology, and Principles of Business. Merit in Biology, Geography, History, Mathematics, and Physics. Asa St. Bernard, an Award of Excellence in Office Administration, Merit in Integrated Science, Information Technology, Mathematics, Principles of Business, Social Studies, and Technical Drawing. John Stephen, Awards of Merit in English Literature, Integrated Science, and History. Terrell Stevenson, an Award of Merit in Physical Education. Jose Sylvester, Awards of Excellence in Economics, Electronic Documentation, Preparation and Management, Information Technology, Principles of Accounts, Principles of Business, social studies, and Spanish. Merit in English language, geography, and physics. Zondel Tika. Awards of Merit in Agricultural Science, Building and Furniture Technology. Jaden Telesod. Awards of Excellence in Office Administration and Principles of Business. Merit in Economics, Geography, Information Technology, Physics, Principles of Accounts, and Spanish. Kendi Walker. Award of Merit in History.
Five R. I would call a few names and please find yourself down the aisle. Amaru Aberdeen Lessie, Daniel Austin, Jelani Barnes, Tariq Blackett, Javid Brazan, Christian Brown Mitchell, Jamani Charles, Kenlon Charles, Kadeb Charles. We would like to thank Mr. Castle for distributing the certificates. We now call our very own principal, Mr. Terry Pierre. Awards of Excellence, Amaru Aberdeen Lessie, Excellence in Electronic Documentation, Preparation and Management, Technical Drawing, and Merits in Electronic and Electrical Technology and Information Technology. Daniel Austin, Excellence in Agricultural Science, Geography, and History, and Merits in English Literature and Social Studies. Jelani Barnes, Excellence in Physical Education, Merits in Electric Documentation, Preparation and Management, English Language, French, and Principle of Business. Tariq Blackett, Merit in Social Studies. Javid Brizan, Excellence in Building and Furniture Technology and Technical Drawing, and Merits in Economics, Electronic and Electrical Technology, Geography, Information Technology, Physics, Principles of Accounts, Principles of Business, and Spanish. Christian Brown Mitchell, Excellence in History and Visual Arts, Merits in Biology, English Language, English Literature, Spanish, and Technical Drawing. Jamani Charles, Excellence in Agricultural Science, and Merits in Electronic Documentation, Preparation and Management, English Language, Mathematics, Physical Education, and Principles of Business. Kenlon Charles, Merits in Office Administration and Principles of Business. Kadeb Charles, Excellence in Physical Education, Merits in Agricultural Science, English Language, and Geography. The next batch of names are Joshua Klein, Zakar Coffey, Jermaine Donald, Joshua Doe, Akel Frederick, Caden George, Dwight Gibbs, Rickson Jilks, Codell Glean, Ray Griffith, Shem Henry, Giovanni Hilaire. And we also call Amaru Aberdeen Lessie to join them. Amaru Aberdeen Lessie, electronic documentation, preparation and management, and technical drawing, and merits in electronic and electrical technology and information technology. Joshua Klein, merits in biology, chemistry, geography, mathematics, office administration, physics, and principles of business. Zakar Kofi, excellence in physical education and social studies, merits in agricultural science, English language, English literature, history, and integrated science. Jermaine Donnell, merits in physical education. Joshua Dow, merit in English language. Akel Frederick, excellence in physical education and merit in geography. Caden George, excellence in integrated science and geography and merit in English language. Dwight Gibbs, excellence in information technology, principles of accounts, principles of business, and Spanish, and merits in biology, English language, English literature, geography, physics, and technical drawing. Rickson Gills, excellence in agricultural science and merits in human and social biology, geography, physical education, and principles of business. Cordell Glean, excellence in electronic documentation, preparation and management, and office administration. Ray Griffith, excellence in agricultural science. Ray Griffith, excellence in agricultural science, and merits in economics and English language. Shem Henry, merits in office administration and physical education. Giovanni Hilaire, excellence in office administration, principles of business and social studies, and merits in chemistry, economics, English language, and English literature. The following names, please proceed down. Keniel Hopkin, Keon John, Emmanuel Juba, Azim Langdon, Josiah Lane, Shaquan Lewis, Alex Maloney, Aiden McIntosh, Kenai Mackenzie, Caden Mitchell. Keniel Hopkin, excellence in agricultural science and physical education, merits in geography, history, principles of business, social studies, and Spanish. Keon John, excellence in electronic documentation, preparation, and management, merits in economics, integrated science, information technology, principles of accounts, principles of business, and Spanish. Emmanuel Juba, merits in physical education and Spanish. Azim Langdon, excellence in principles of accounts and Spanish, and merits in biology, chemistry, English language, English literature, geography, information technology, mathematics, principles of business. Josiah Lane, excellence in agricultural science, and merits in electronic documentation, preparation, and management. Shaquan Lewis, excellence in physical education, and merits in electronic documentation, preparation, and management. Alex Maloney, excellence in geography and social studies, and merits in English language and technical drawing. Aiden McIntosh, excellence in chemistry, economics, information technology, physics, Principles of Accounts, Technical Drawing, and merits in Electronic and Electrical Technology, English Language, Mathematics, Principles of Business. Kenai Mackenzie, merit in History. Hayden Mitchell, merit in Electronic Documentation Preparation and Management, English Literature, Integrated Science, and Social Studies. Following names, please proceed. Zachary Mitchell, Tariq Noel, Joshua Pear, Micah Pinnock, Deshaun Ross, Curtis Samuel, Shaquan Street. Zachary Mitchell, merits in Agricultural Science, French, Physical Education, and Spanish. Tariq Noel, excellence in Food, Nutrition, and Health, Office Administration, and Spanish, and merits in Integrated Science, Economics, and Social Studies. Joshua Pear, excellence in Physics, merits in Additional Mathematics, Biology, Chemistry, Electronic and Electrical Technology, English Language, English Literature, Mathematics, Spanish, and Technical Drawing. Michael Pinnock, excellence in Economics, Electronic Documentation Preparation and Management, Electronic and Electrical Technology, Information Technology, Mathematics, Physics, Principles of Accounts, Principles of Business, and Spanish, and merits in English Language and Geography. Dashawn Ross, merit in Food, Nutrition, and Health, Information Technology, Physical Education, and Social Studies. Curtis Samuel, merits in Human and Social Biology. Shaquan Street, excellence in Physical Education and merits in Geography, Principles of Business, and Social Studies.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pierre. Graduates, as you are aware, your class was named after two exemplary students, Mr. Tariq Raybon and Mr. Christian Chow Chow. At this point, I would ask you to direct your attention to the screens as they have a message for you.
My name is Tariq Raybon, a proud past student and former teacher at the Presentation Brothers College. And I'm also one of the past students that this class was named after. I also had the privilege of being one of the 4 masters of Form 1R. I am very, very proud of you gentlemen. And I wish I could have been there to share in this momentous occasion and to celebrate with you. Now, it would be remiss of me to paint you a picture of happiness and rainbows. But gentlemen, hard times are going to come, whether it be in your personal life, in your career, in your education, hard times are going to come. Now, this is not to give you an impression of doom and gloom, but that's just the reality of this life, that between those sunny days, rainy ones will come. Now, this is where one of the core principles of the PBC education comes in, faith. I want to encourage you to be men of faith. Strive to be men of God when those hard times come. I need you to remember to pray and to trust in God. Also, keep in mind that despite these hard times, you must continue to keep working towards your goals. For the sake of your families, for the sake of your future families, for the sake of this country, this world, for your own sakes, and even for the sakes of the ones that have gone before us, you must not and cannot give up on your dreams, no matter how far-fetched they may seem. With this, I want to encourage you to aim to be the best you can be in whatever career you choose, whether it be medicine, law, engineering, carpentry, plumbing, tech, finance. I'm encouraging you to strive to be the best that you can be in whatever corner of the world you end up in. However, being the best you can be comes with a catch. I also want to admonish you to remember to lift up those around you on your way to the top. Be the one to encourage them on their down days, and I need you to help them to realize their full potential. Despite popular belief, there is enough space at the top. So gentlemen, with that, I wish the Presentation Brothers College graduating class of 2024 congratulations, all the best, and Godspeed.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Christian Cho Chung. Good morning, everyone. I'm Christian Cho Chung.
Having a classmate up to you is one of the most prestigious honors that a past PhD student can receive, and for that, I am truly grateful. I had the privilege of teaching both classes, from 5C and 5R, when they were in Form 2. And honestly, guys, you all taught me a lot, especially how to be courageous, as you all never backed down from a fight and always asked questions to understand the deeper meaning of everything. Never, ever stop asking questions. I must admit, when I was asked to prepare this video, I was overwhelmed with anxiety as my path has been pretty unorthodox. After graduating from PBC, I went to TAMCC and did pretty well, and got into St. George's University, where I was studying medicine. While I was studying, I realized that I wasn't happy and what I was doing wasn't for me. I had a passion for the creative arts and job opportunity in Trinidad and decided to take it. And honestly, that may have been one of the best decisions I have ever made, as I am now one of the designers for Immobilier, which is one of the biggest carnival bands in Trinidad. I'm sharing that story with you guys because I think it is important that you do something that you're passionate about. It will require just as much work as any other job, but it will never feel like work. The dedication and drive you put into it will only bring you more joy as you see your creation, or whatever your passion is, come to life. Never ever stop dreaming.
Congratulations on reaching this important milestone in your life. Never forget the friendships you have formed at PBC, as it will last a lifetime. Always be your brother's keeper and never forget the PBC. Good luck.
All right, graduates, I hope that the messages from Mr. Raybon and Mr. Chow Chung were well received. And remember that he urged you to pursue something that you are passionate about. And in the case of Mr. Raybon, who was one of our exemplary students and past teachers, he showed what it meant to be resilient in tough times. And I want you to remember the examples of these past students and past teachers as you work hard and forge your own path ahead. I would now like to continue with the spirit of awards, and I invite Mrs. Natasha Thomas, District 6 Education Officer, to present these special awards. These students would be awarded and recognized for their contribution in sports. So they will receive recognition, the Sports Certificate of Recognition, the Canon Athlete Award, and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award. The following students, please stand in the aisle: Omari Alexis, Aidan Bertrand, Kanye Campbell, Clevon Coy, Noah Cummings, Yeshua Douglas, Joshua Evelyn, Aidan Frederick, Omari Hamilton, Demario Letburris, Augustine Jr. Lewis, Joshua Lewis, Jesse Logie, Caden McQueen, Kyle McSween, Trahern Ogilvy, Joshua Patrick, Mahesh Singh, Isa St. Bernard, Neon Stanislaus, Terrell Stevenson, Jose Sylvester, Jaden Telesford, and Kendi Walker. Omari Alexis received the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution to choir. Aidan Bertrand received the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution in the area of football. Kanye Campbell receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the First Presentation Sea Scout Troop. Clevon Coy receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to choir. Noah Cummins receives the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contributions to track and field. Yeshua Douglas receives the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution to track and field and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the choir. Joshua Evelyn receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the Grenada Cadet Corps and the orchestra. Aidan Frederick receives the Canon Athlete Award for his contributions in the area of football. Omari Hamilton receives the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contributions to football. Demario Letburris received the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contributions to cricket and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to drum corps and the First Presentation Sea Scout Troop. Augustine Lewis received the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to choir. Joshua Lewis receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to choir. Jesse Logie receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Awards for his contribution to the Grenada Cadet Corps, to the choir, to the PBC Interact Club Grenada. Caden McQueen receives the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution to track and field and the Canon Athlete Award for his contributions to football. Kyle McSween received the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution to track and field and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the First Presentation Sea Scout Troop. Trahern Ogilvy receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the First Presentation Sea Scout Troop. Joshua Patrick received the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contributions in swimming. Mahesh Singh receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the Grenada Cadet Corps. ASA St. Bernard receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the first presentation Sea Scout Troop. Neon Stanislaus received the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution to football and track and field. Terrell Stevenson received the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution to football and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the first presentation Sea Scout Troop and the Drum Corps. Jose Sylvester received the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the choir. Jaden Tellisford receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the first presentation Sea Scout Troop. Kendi Walker receives the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions to the Grenada Cadet Corps.
The following students will make their way down. Jelani Bonds, Javid Brazan, Christian Brown Mitchell, Jemani Charles, Kenlon Charles, Kadeb Charles, Zakar Coffey, Jermaine Donald, Joshua Dow, Akel Frederick, Dwight Gibbs, Rickson Jilks, Ray Griffith, Giovanni Hilaire, Kenile Hopkin, Keon John, Emmanuel Juba, Shaquan Lewis, Aiden McIntosh, Dylan McKenzie, Zachary Mitchell, Tariq Noel, Joshua Pear, Elon Paul, Curtis Samuel. Jelani Barnes receives recognition in sports in the field of track and field. He also receives certificate or the Canon Athlete Award in basketball and the Brother Robert Fanovich Sports Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation Sea Scout and also in the Drum Corps. Javid Brazan is recognized for his contribution in the Presentation Brothers College Interact Club, Grenada. Christian Brown Mitchell receives certificate for his contribution in sports in the field of basketball. Jemani Charles receives the Brother Robert Fanovich Sports Spirits for his contribution in the first presentation Sea Scout Troop and Drum Corps. Kenlon Charles, Sports Certificate of Recognition in the field of basketball. Kadeb Charles, Sports Certificate of Recognition in the field of football. Zakar Coffey, Sports Certificate of Recognition in the field of swimming, and the Brother Robert Fanovich Sports Spirit Award for his contribution in choir and the first presentation Sea Scout Troop. Joshua Klein, the Canon Athlete Award for his contribution in boxing, and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the Grenada Cadet Corps. Jermaine Donald, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation school scout troop, the choir, and the drum corps. Joshua Dow, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation school scout troop. Akel Frederick, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation Sea Scout troop and the drum corps. Dwight Gibbs, the Sports Advocate of Recognition in the sport of basketball. Rickson Gills, the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution in track and field. Ray Griffith, the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution in track and field. Giovanni Hilaire, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation school scout troop. Keniel Hopkin, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the Grenada Cadet Corps and choir. Keon John, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the presentation Brothers College Interact Club of Grenada. Emmanuel Juba, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the choir. Shaquan Lewis, the Sports Certificate of Recognition for his contribution in football. Aidan McIntosh, the Sports Certificate of Recognition in the area of football, the Canon Athlete Award for his contribution in track and field, and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation school scout troop and the drum corps. Dylan McKenzie, the Canon Athlete Award for his contribution in track and field. Zachary Mitchell, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation school Sea Scout Troop. Tariq Noel, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation Sea Scout Troop, the choir, and the orchestra. Joshua Pear, the Sports Certificate of Recognition in basketball, and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in the first presentation Sea Scout Troop, choir, and drum corps. Elon Paul, the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contributions in the Grenada Cadet Corps and choir. Curtis Samuel, the Canon Athlete Award for his contributions in basketball, and the Brother Robert Fanovich School Spirit Award for his contribution in choir.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Thomas, District Education Officer, the Ministry of Education. The Dr. Siobhan Hemley Forsyth Award is given to the student who expresses an interest in pursuing a career in public health and preventative medicine. In addition, he must satisfy the criteria of completing English literature and social studies at the CSEC examinations. From 2001 to 2003, Dr. Siobhan Hemley Forsyth served as a teacher at Presentation Brothers College in San Fernando, Trinidad. She is presently a professor in the Master of Public Health in the School of Medicine here at the St. George's University. She has committed to sponsoring this award each year for students who have a passion for making a meaningful impact on the overall health and well-being of the Grenadian population. The recipient of this award is Zakar Kofi. He receives a plaque and a monetary reward. He will also receive mentorship in public health for the duration of his tertiary education. Every year, we present the Brother Leonard Dennehy Award to one exceptional student. This award is named after an outstanding past principal and is given each year to the student who embodies the presentation spirit to the fullest, that of kindness, generosity, selflessness, hard work, one who has good spiritual values and is a shining example to the student body. The student receives a plaque and a cash award of US $100, donated each year by Mr. Rupert Ambrose. I invite Mr. Alistair Joseph, the sponsor of the award, the new sponsor of this award, and to present this award. This year's award is presented to Yeshua Douglas. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. The next award is given by the principal to the student who, despite challenges, has exhibited fortitude and tremendous service to the school and his peers. His kindness, love of school, improvement in his academics, personal life, and faithfulness to God embody the mission of the college. He is a gentleman and a friend of the staff and the entire school community. I invite Mr. Terry Pierre, acting principal, to present this award. This year, the principal's award is presented to Daniel Austin. Thank you, Mr. Pierre. At this point, I would invite our choir for a cultural item.
Where would I go without your hand holding me? And how could I live without you? I could not see. Lord, what will I do in life? Where would I go? And how could I handle things, all that I know?
I fell again, and I fall so short, so short. Lord, you know my end, Lord, from the start. You know my heart.
I need you. I need you. Sing now, everybody, where would I go? How could I handle things? Lord, what would I do in life? How could I handle things? I fell. Oh Lord, I fall so short. You know my end. Oh Lord, from the start, I need you. Oh yes, Lord. Sing it proud. One more time, Lord.
When I cry, you hear me. When I call your name, you're near me. Your hand is there to hold me. I need you, Lord. I need you. When I cry, you hear me. When I call your name, you're near me. Your hand is there to hold me. I need you, Lord. I need. When I cry, you hear me. When I call your name, you're near me. Your hand is there to hold me. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. I need you. I need you, Lord. I need you.
The Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, our distinguished members of Parliament, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, other members of the clergy, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah and Mrs. Jeremiah, other ministry officials, Mr. Terry Pear and Mrs. Pear, Mr. Jason Williams, Presentation Brothers, other specially invited guests, good afternoon. Today, the PBC Choir wishes to pay tribute to our esteemed former principal, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, who has been a guiding star in our midst. For over 20 years, the hallowed halls of PBC have echoed with his wisdom, reverberated with his unwavering dedication, and flourished under his visionary leadership. His dream was to see the school's choir flourish, to hear the harmonious blend of 40 voices uplifted in song, a dream that has not only been realized, but surpassed. The choir, now a proud assembly of nearly 70 members, stands as a testament to his steadfast support for the art of music and of voice at the PBC. Thanks in large part to his support, the voices of the choir have been heard throughout Grenada and beyond, echoing melodies that unite and inspire. As we cast our minds back over the years we have been blessed to share with him, we see the indelible marks of his influence in every corner of our school. The wisdom he imparted, the values he upheld, and the dreams he encouraged us to pursue have woven a rich tapestry of memories and achievements that form the very fabric of PBC. In generations of PBC students, he instilled the virtues of faith and strength. He has nurtured leaders aplenty, teaching us to stand firm in our convictions, to lead with integrity, and to be men of unwavering faith. His lessons went beyond textbooks, shaping our character and preparing us to face the world with courage and confidence. One of the greatest gifts he imparted to us was the understanding that our talents and abilities should not be strictly self-serving, but are tools to empower our communities. He taught us that our true strength lies in our ability to extend a helping hand to others, to use our gifts as instruments of change, of harmony, and of compassion. It is through this lens that we have learned the profound impact that we can have, not just on our own lives, but on the world around us. And now, as we bid you farewell, Mr. Jeremiah, we do so with hearts full of gratitude and admiration. May the road rise up to meet you as you continue on your new journey. May the wind be always at your back, guiding you towards new adventures and joys. May the sun shine warm upon your face, just as your spirit has warmed our hearts. May you remain forever nestled in the palm of God's hand.
Thank you very much, choir, for this tribute to Mr. Jeremiah. And I would invite the entire Charter Hall to give Mr. Jeremiah, our past principal, a lusty round of applause again. For all that he's done and all that he continues to do for our school. As we continue with awards, the Graduation Humanitarian Award is given to the student in the Form 5 class who has demonstrated an unwavering and infectious enthusiasm of love and caring amongst his peers. We invite Mr. Floyd Dowden, Chairman of the Board of Management, to present this award. The award is presented to Yeshua Douglas. Thank you, Mr. Dowden. The William J. Steele Potential Engineer Award was established in 2018 and is sponsored by Mr. Dwayne Noel, proud past student of Mr. Steele. This award honors the contribution and inspiration of Mr. Steele for his years as a science teacher at Presentation Brothers College, and it recognizes the most outstanding student in Form 5 in mathematics, physics, and other subjects. I invite Mr. Jason Williams to present this award. And this award goes to Jesse Logie. Thank you, Mr. Williams. The Ron Charles Award commemorates the memory of Ron Charles, an exemplary past student who has passed on. The student receiving this award has excelled in mathematics and English and has exhibited other positive qualities that make him a worthy recipient. This award comes with a monetary contribution of US $100 and is presented by Mrs. Maria Charles Viveg, mother of Ron Charles. I invite Mrs. Maria Charles Viveg on stage to present this award. The recipient of the award is Jesse Logie.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Charles Viveg. Presentation Brothers College holds this past student in high regard for his legacy of dedication to his alma mater, his commitment to the life of the school, especially his engagement with the sporting and cultural life of the school, and the pride he exhibited being a student and past student of this institution. Each year, when this award is given in his name, we will celebrate the contributions he made to the life of the school and the deep love that you as a family continue to cherish for all he accomplished in his short life. The Jude Bartholomew Award is given to the student in the graduating class who excelled in music, choir, or orchestra. The student must also exhibit the qualities of self-sacrifice and a dedication to the music program at the Presentation Brothers College during his 5-year tenure. This award also comes with a cash award of $150 EC. I invite Mr. Jaden Bartholomew, son of Judd Bartholomew, and Miss Laurisha Bartholomew, niece of Judd Bartholomew, to present this award. The award is presented to Tariq Noel. Thank you very much to Mr. Jaden Bartholomew and Miss Laurisha Bartholomew for presenting this award. The Davison Joseph Award is given to a student in the graduating class who has participated in the life of the school and has maintained satisfactory academic performance, demonstrating that he is an all-rounded graduate during his 5 years at the Presentation Brothers College. This award commemorates Davison Joseph's life as a past student involved in the Presentation Brothers College choir and music. I invite Mrs. Judy Lewis, mother of Davison, to present this award. The recipient of the award is Mr. Jesse Logie.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, this part of the ceremony allows us to hear from the graduates themselves in the valedictory address. Micah Pinnock earned the privilege of speaking today because he's worked diligently to become this year's valedictorian throughout his 5 years at Presentation Brothers College. I invite him to the stage to deliver the valedictory address.
One, two. One, two. The Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, other distinguished members of Parliament, Bishop Clyde Morton Harvey, other members of the clergy, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah and Mrs. Jeremiah, other ministry officials, Mr. Terry Pear and Mrs. Pear, Mr. Jason Williams, Presentation Brothers, and other specially invited guests. Pleasant afternoon. I must say, to be standing here delivering this speech on behalf of the graduating class of 2024 is an absolute honor, which I couldn't be more happy to do. I extend my utmost gratitude to all in attendance today to celebrate this most auspicious occasion with us. We must first acknowledge the one with whom nothing would be possible, though, God, He has been a steadfast bulwark for us during our PBC journey, and He will continue to be as we venture outward. Public speaking is not my strong point, and standing here, I'm a bit nervous. In my nervousness, though, I can't help but recall an interaction I had with Mr. Charles about 2 terms ago. It was the latter half of the day. I was given an announcement to give to my Form 1 class, which me and as prefect. So I asked Mr. Charles if he could give the announcement on my behalf. To my shock, I guess I shouldn't have been shocked, he said no, that is part of my PBC education, learning to do such things on my own, to handle such matters, because eventually I'll have to do it on my own. Standing here, I can say that I have to do it on my own. I'm the valedictorian. Who's going to do it for me? So I'm grateful for Mr. Charles. I think I speak for all when I say that our time in this institution was indeed a holistic one, with a focus not only on academics, but on social, spiritual, physical, and brotherhood. One key aspect of PBC is academics, though. Our teachers aim to provide us with the best possible education, not only to season, but giving us practical chances to apply what we learned. To that end, we participate in numerous academic activities, like the science fair, spelling bees, speech competitions, electronics fairs in Time CC, even our end-of-year examinations. All these activities taught us the importance of time management, allocating appropriate time to the study of our various subjects, and efficiently delegating tasks within our groups. They also fostered leadership skills. As a leader was almost always democratically elected among us, making decisions with the input of their peers. We also developed our language skills, as often we would have to do background research into topics and then present them in front of our class. So it allowed us to hone our argumentative and persuasive speech. Overall, these activities made us play an active role in understanding what we learned. PBC also emphasizes social skills. During our 5 years here, we are no shortage of social events, from scouts and cadets camping trips to class outings in Blavo Lanes, where some of us tried to play pool, not to much success. Then we have our movie theater excursions to watch Wakanda Forever, which somehow, some way, some dolls got in midway and started barking. And of course, our Mortal Kombat and Dragon Ball Z fighters tournaments after our CSEC examinations, which I'm proud to say I'm still undefeated in. And not to forget our G-Switch, PUBG, Mini Militia, and Among Us competitions in our earlier years at the college. But lately, we've been finding ourselves playing more poker, blackjack, and dominoes. Of course, with no money on the table. Of course, with no money on the table. We are responsible. It's not like we have much money to put on to bet anyway, so we have to save what we have. All these experiences helped us bond and become more comfortable with each other. We grew to understand one another and appreciate each other's talents, in academic, athletic, or both. We also grew to understand one another's various challenges and helped each other overcome these challenges, whether it be problems with the sport for PE practicals or difficulty understanding a topic that was taught recently. We went from complete strangers in Form 1 to brothers in Form 5. In 1802, when the Blessed Edmund Rice founded this institution, he did so not with the purpose of only educating boys, but he aimed to provide them in a foundation of sound Christian principles, and to that end, life skills. We participated in various spiritual activities, including start of term masses, Ash Wednesday services, and end-of-year class retreats, grounding us in solid Christian principles. We are taught to treat each person with respect, no matter their status, and to help those in need when we can. To that aim, almsgiving was a focus point for us in the college. Mr. Jeremiah would always remind us that after Hurricane Ivan, we were a benefactor of contributions from various schools to help us repair the school facility. We had multiple drives for hurricane victims in Bahamas, and the scout troop saved up to pay for some elderly folk to attend our annual Christmas dinner, which I'm sure they enjoyed greatly. And I must mention our morning assemblies, where various topics were discussed, such as what it is to be a good Christian, mental health awareness, and the value of hard work. We also had in-class assemblies, where we gained some more practical life skills, such as how to sew a button. I'm sure much of us did not know. I, for one, did not know how to sew a button, I must admit. How to thread a needle properly, and how to foster respectful relationships. In totality, these prepared us for life outside the institution and by extension, outside our homes when we leave. And we cannot forget the physical activity. It was a focus of the school as well. We engaged in various sporting events, such as house football, basketball, volleyball, cross-country races, which Mr. Jeremiah has still not fulfilled his promise to run with us. I wonder when that will be fulfilled. And of course, Swimfest, which Finbar won, proud Finbar. We also had Sports Day itself, where I must give credit where credit is due. Dominican worked hard, they tried their best, and it was enough for them to succeed. Followed very closely by Finbar though. The other two houses, Aquinian and Jesus. You see, y'all are so honored, y'all are so behind that I didn't have to remember your names, but I apologize. I'm sorry, okay? Then again, one of the most crucial aspects of the presentation at Brothers College is the brotherhood we form. This brotherhood is forged through shared experiences, whether it is collaborating on challenging projects, cheering each other on during sports events, or supporting one another through tough times, such as a breakup when you spend $300 on a girl. It was 4, it was my bad. I thought it was 3. But at the end of the day, we're brothers. We help each other when we can. Let's get him. The PBC Brotherhood encourages healthy competition, pushing us to become the best versions of ourselves, while fostering a sense of unity and mutual respect. Through these interactions, we build strong, lasting bonds that transcend our time at this institution. Even after leaving this school, we remain brothers, unchanged by time or distance, always connected by the memories and values we shared at PBC. As a result of this PBC experience, we've already produced some outstanding young men. For instance, we have Joshua Klein, who recently went to Armenia to represent us in youth boxing. We have Jesse Logie, who went to the United States as a youth ambassador. Aiden Frederick, who traveled to the Dominican Republic to compete in a football competition. And Aiden McIntosh and Dylan McKenzie, who joined the Grenada Carifta team. And we have the victorious basketball team was captained by Jelani and vice-captained by Curtis. with other several key players from our graduating class, such as Christian, Jelani. We have the White and we have JT, we have Joshua Pear, Kenlon as well. You know the tall guys. And I cannot forget the choir and the orchestra. We have some notable young men, such as Jose Sylvester, and Mario Alexis. And of course, Tyke Newell, which we all just heard brought his award. Those named are only but a few. Each student here is outstanding in their own right. Each of these accomplishments fill us with immeasurable joy, and it's just a taste of what we can achieve. Excuse me. These 5 years of development have all converged to this one moment, where we are finally venturing out of this noble institution into the world of work, college, or university. While we celebrate the conclusion, we must also appreciate the journey that brought us here. Please excuse me. Through all these challenges and through all the triumphs as well, it cannot be overstated the role of our teachers. Secretarial and auxiliary staff played in assisting us on our journey. We are forever grateful to have such caring and dutiful staff. Each teacher here has made immeasurable sacrifices to give us the best possible chance of success. As best stated by the founder of modern-day Turkey, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, a good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. And with that, I can say PBC has no shortage of good teachers. And of course, there's one individual which we have to mention. Our former principal and current Chief Education Officer, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah. He has been a steadfast figure in our PBC journey, the father figure of our PBC lives. Without his burning passion for education, and countless lives, including our own, would be worse off. I could think back to all the end-of-term conversations we had. His classic speeches and the end-of-term meetings, sometimes chastising us for a job that we should have known better not to do, and other times for a job well done. Though we are saddened by your departure, it is only right for you to be promoted to your current position, where you can touch even more lives. We are happy for you, and we wish you nothing but the best. I must sincerely express my gratitude to the school leadership for their diligent efforts in steering the institution following Mr. Jeremiah's departure. I know there may have been some uncertainties about the path forward, yet the collective spirit of the PBC community prevailed. Under the capable guidance of our acting principal, Mr. Pear, and our vice principal, Mr. Philip, and the rest of the managerial team, we have steadfastly pursued excellence, and that will never stop. Let us not forget the role of our first teachers, our parents. Without their constant love, devotion, and diligence, we would not be at this point. From the countless dollars spent on clothes, food, and school fees, the books that we had, our parents have made no shortage of sacrifices for us all to be here. And for that, we salute you. As we stand here, in the brink of a new chapter, let us carry forward the lessons that we have learned and the friendships we have built. The future is uncertain, and challenges will undoubtedly arise. But I am confident that the resilience and determination we developed at PBC will guide us through. Remember, success is not just about the destination, but the journey itself. It is about the growth we experience, the knowledge we acquire, and the people we meet along the way. Each of us has the potential to make significant impact in whatever field we choose. And I urge you all to pursue your dreams with passion and dedication. In closing, I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who has supported us throughout our school years, our families, our teachers, our friends, and the entire PBC community. Your unwavering support and encouragement has been instrumental to shaping who we are today. To the graduating class of 2024, my friends, no, my brothers, this is the end of our common journey together, but it's also the beginning of the journey of our individual lives. I pray we never forget the brotherhood established there. Through pain and success, from countless all-night Zoom calls to early morning cram sessions, our bonds were forged through fire and will now be tested through the waters of life. Congratulations, we've reached a significant milestone, and I'm incredibly proud to be part of such a remarkable group. As we step into the future, let us do so with confidence, and courage, and a commitment to excellence. For remember, Grenada's bars are we, its leaders yet will be. Grenada's faithful sons are we, and its leaders we must be.
Thank you, Mr. Pinnock. This year, well, not every year, but any year that the valedictorian has an overall, or achieved an overall average of excellence, meaning an average above 85%, Mrs. Lendo committed to present to that valedictorian an award of a cash prize and a plaque. And this year, our valedictorian indeed had an overall excellent average, and he will receive this award.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Lendo. Keeping to tradition, our graduates are now going to sing to their loved ones, the invited guests, and their teachers. I now invite the graduating class to sing the graduates' song.
freedom is not freedom. There are limitations, oh my. And if they asked why, they would say that he is the intruder. Whoa.
But who would be the voice for the victims of these situations?
Oh, who would be the voice for the brother and the sister who are unprotected? Creating laws to suppress fears, but the fears are unjustifiable, unreasonable, oh my.
So why must others suffer from their ceaseless fears and bigotry? Where's the voice for liberty? Oh,
Voice of justice for the helpless. Oh, I am the voice for the brother and the sister who are unprotected.
my voice will show that I'm aware, and your voice will let them know that you care.
My voice, your voice, one voice, together we'll speak. Oh, my voice, your voice, we'll rise and we'll be heard. Whoa, oh, 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 raise your voice and speak of the things that matter most.
A helpless child may need you to stand up for them.
Rise to stand to break the wrong and build the right.
So we will raise our voice and guess you'll be heard.
My voice, your voice, one voice, together we'll speak. Oh, my voice, your voice, we'll rise and we'll be heard. I'll be the voice of justice for the helpless. Oh, I am the voice for the brother and the sister who are unprotected, unprotected.
Where is the voice standing up for justice, tearing down the wrong, building up the right?
I am the voice demanding liberty for the helpless. Let them know we care.
I am the voice.
Can we put our hands together again for the graduating class of 2024 and their rendition? You may sit. At this point, we believe that not only the students should be given recognition, but also the parents who have worked so hard and gave their best to their children, no matter how hard life may be. They kept on working even if their chins touched the ground, because they knew that hard work and dedication to their children would indeed augur well in their lives. Let us all take this chance and give a warm applause to our dear parents. Ladies and gentlemen, we are nearing the end of our graduation ceremony. And it is time that we express our gratitude and recognize all the working hands that have contributed to our graduates' achievements and the success of this exercise. I now call upon Mr. Jesse Logie to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Deacon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, our distinguished members of Parliament, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah and Mrs. Jeremiah, Mr. Terry Pierre and Mrs. Pierre, Mr. Jason Williams, Presentation Brothers, other specially invited guests, pleasant good afternoon. As I stand here and look at us graduates, I congratulate us on finally making it. It is a wonderful moment where I reminisce on our journey throughout the Presentation Brothers College and express my appreciation and gratitude to those who helped us get here. I'll first start by thanking God, for without him, many of us will not be here today. As the Bible says in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus through you. I must recognize the immense sacrifices of our parents and guardians. They were the bedrock of our journey, supporting and assisting us unwaveringly. Your continuous belief in us has kept us going, and when we could not by ourselves. And we genuinely love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I express enormous gratitude to the teaching staff for their efforts in teaching us the curriculum, along with dealing us most troublesome students and mentoring us all at the same time. Even those who are no longer at PBC and have gone on to other endeavors, I want to also thank all auxiliary staff, like the secretarial staff, the security, cleaning staff, and the tuck shop staff, for making the school more comfortable and keeping it running 24/7. It is time that I acknowledge someone that cannot go unacknowledged, Mr. Dominic Jeremiah, former principal of the Presentation Brothers College. He has been with us for most of our 5 years, and undoubtedly has made an impact on our lives. We will truly never forget what he has done for us. We truly thank you, Mr. Jeremiah. Let me thank our guest speaker, Mr. Jason Williams, for your beautiful speech, and I love the poem, by the way, and we will fully embrace and strive to achieve Vision 75 wholeheartedly. I thank you, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, for your brief remarks and not charging us with a crime. You, as a PBC graduate, you're an example to us all. Let me acknowledge Mr. Dominic Jeremiah for distributing all graduation certificates. My gratitude goes out for Mr. Pierre and Mr. Damian Castle for distributing awards of academic excellence. Thank you to Mrs. Natasha Thomas for distribution of the special awards, Mr. Floyd Dowden for distributing the Humanitarian Award, Mr. Alistair Joseph for distributing the Brother Leonard Dennehy Award, Mr. Terry Pear for distributing the Principal's Award. I express my sincere gratitude to Dwayne Noel, Ms. Maria Charles Viveg, Ms. Stephanie Romaine, the Bartholomew family, Dr. Hemley Forsyth, Mrs. Judy Lewis, for the generous sponsorship of awards. The orchestra and choir must be commended and congratulated for their wonderful and inspiring musical renditions. Thank you, Mr. Harper, for your dedicated service to the orchestra. I must also pay a heartfelt tribute to Mr. Harlan Brazan, who continuously gives us his time and skills generously to the choir. He continues to work with us virtually, even though he is not in Greer. Also, Ms. Olympia Lewis works tirelessly to run our world-class choir. Assistance along with the assistance from the many past students, like Philma and Charles, who helped the graduating class with the song today, especially now that Mr. Brazan is not in the island. I thank you, Father Marcin Rumick, for the invocation, and I thank in advance Bishop Clyde Harvey, who will give us the closing prayer and blessing. I pay tribute for SU for hosting us in the spacious hall. I thank the decorators for making this place also beautiful. Thank the masters of ceremony, Mr. Salab and Mr. Philip, for taking us through this wonderful ceremony. I laud the people who prepared us for this graduation ceremony. Thank you, Miss Lendo, a lot for dealing with us. And thank you all, those online and in person, who will see us now become graduates in 2024. I thank you all.
I would like to express my appreciation to you, Mr. Logie, for leading us in the vote of thanks. Thank you very much. Graduates, teachers, past and present students, please stand and join in the singing of the school song led by the school's orchestra. Lead away, my brother.
I find it very fitting to lead the boys, the young men, one last time. We'd also like to express gratitude to Mr. Harper for his dedication, all the time that he takes with the orchestra. Your time is truly appreciated and efforts. Thank you. And young men, you will not have me stopping the school song to say we need to sing more lustily. So let's sing the way Mr. Jeremiah taught us to sing.
And as I grow from boy to man, my school days will inspire me to know that God gave life its plan, while love for truth will fire me. Grenada's homes and shores must be as beacon lights forever, reflecting life lived righteously, our aim and sole endeavor. Grenada's boys are we, its leaders yet will be. Grenada's faithful sons are we, and its leaders we must be. Grenada's boys are we, its leaders yet will be. Grenada's lads are we, and its leaders we must be.
Please remain standing. Thank you very much to the orchestra. I invite the persons sitting to stand for the blessing and closing prayer. We now invite Bishop Clyde Harvey to lead us in prayer.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. Honorable Prime Minister, distinguished guest, graduates, and brothers and sisters all. Before I lead you in prayer, I think I would be remiss if I didn't, on behalf of the church, really say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to Mr. Dominic Jeremiah for the tremendous work he has done with Presentation Brothers College, Grenada. I had intended to ask for a standing ovation, but you're already standing. Mrs. Jeremiah, thanks for your support as well. Priests and brothers don't have such support, and that's why sometimes we fail. I also want, though, to thank Mr. Pear and Mr. Philip Marvin for agreeing to take responsibility for this school. When you have to succeed a successful man or woman, you sometimes falter and you say, not me. But young man, I want you to remember from today that you will be called on from time to time to step into shoes that seem bigger than your own. And you will fail yourself and your country if you back off when the challenge comes. So, Mr. Pear and Marvin, thank you very much for saying yes. I usually look for some final word on an occasion like this. And last night I couldn't help thinking about the so-called tropical depression storm that is approaching. And I want you, young men, to remember that you graduated when a storm was threatening. It may not come, but if it may not come, but it is threatening, your task in the scouting tradition is to be prepared. And I want to leave that sense with you. We face a storm maybe in another 2 or 3 days, but you will be facing storms throughout your life. And you have to try to so live your life that you are prepared, in the words of St. Paul, to meet whatever comes. So when you go back to your towns, your villages, your homes, to ask yourself, am I prepared to meet whatever comes early next week? And to ask God for the grace always to be prepared to meet whatever comes. Right now, not right now, but earlier this morning, somebody called me and said, you know, Bishop, I hope you're praying for the storm to go somewhere else. I said, if I pray for that, I would be unchristian, because what that means is it might hit Barbados, it might hit St. Lucia much more fiercely than it would hit us. So you don't pray for the storm to go somewhere else. You pray that you have the grace, the strength, the energy, and the wisdom to meet whatever comes. So now I invite you just to bow your heads for a moment and to ask God as a blessing to you now to give you whatever you need to prepare to meet whatever comes. Gracious God and Father, Grenada has faced many things as it has faced its future from time to time. And yet we have become a powerfully resilient people, a strong people, a stubborn people, even before the vicissitudes of life. And so we ask you now today to look upon these young men who leave the halls of PBC at this time. They do not know what life will offer them, but what they can know is the strengths, the potential they have, and how they can commit themselves to developing that potential for their own sakes, for the sake of Grenada, for the sake of the world. So bless them, Lord. As Mr. Williams encouraged them, enable them to take up vocations that are worthy of their talents. And as church, we pray that some of them will dare to aspire to leadership within the church. And we ask you, Lord, to walk with them through the darkest night and the brightest day, so that wherever they go, they will be moon or sun according to the needs of the places where they rest. And so, my dear brothers, go forth in the energy of Presentation College, Brothers College. Go forth in the wisdom that has been shared with you by teachers. Go forth confident in the love that comes to you from your families. And wherever you go, know that God goes with you. That God goes before you to guide you, to call you into fuller being. He goes beside you to walk with you, to comfort you in all your trials. And know that He will always be behind you to defend you, whatever you may meet. And may the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit come upon you, upon your families, and the friends you will make in the future, and remain with you forever. Amen.
Thank you very much, Bishop Clyde Harvey, for such a powerful prayer. The closing hours has finally arrived as we come to an end. Tomorrow, new challenges and opportunities await our graduates that will further test them as individuals. We appreciate your company and thank you for being here. Graduates, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door so that success will come to you. Face the challenges confidently and be positive in overcoming them. Congratulations. We wish you the richest blessings and complete success in all your future endeavors. Let the words of our theme resonate in you. Please, just to note, please leave all the blazers with the teachers at the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask you to take your seats as we allow our graduates to exit first, followed by our specially invited guest. Have a good evening. We also want to let parents and guardians know that there is instant photos available at the end of the graduation, provided by Photo Memories. So please take advantage of the opportunity available. Have a good evening, everyone.
That I made it here. Yesterday's gone, and a new day has appeared. And I am grateful.
So, our specially invited guests, you may stand so you can see the exit of the graduates.
And all parents who have to see Mrs. Lendo, please remember to see her before you leave today. Thank you.
Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Round and round, these seasons I've been facing, but this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Hey, healing have you come my way, blessings have you come my way. Winning, we winning, and we here to stay. It's the blessings me say will find me here. Oh yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Tell them the money gonna find me here. Oh yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Tell them me claim it. All of my blessings, me name it. With faith me I go own it. Nothing shall get home it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things in my past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and no fear. Blessings go find me, yeah. Oh yeah. I miss if ever gonna find me here. Oh yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah. I miss the blessings gonna find me.